thanks so much. Well, watching out for your health now. We all know January is a popular time to make that new diet, make some exercise goals, but it's not always the easiest time to actually stick to those goals. From the cold, wet weather to work, stress, and busy schedules, the overwhelm and fatigue can quickly creep in.
But instead of staying stuck in an endless cycle of yo-yo dieting, some smarter changes can lead to real progress. So we're going to dig into that this morning with nutritionist and best-selling author Rania Bataina. She joins us in studio with some advice for those healthier habits that stick. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And Happy New Year.
Thank you. Same to you.
Thank you.
This is the time of year where we're like, okay, 2025, I'm gonna be better. But you do kind of have to have a roadmap to get there. So we thought we'd start with some motivation this morning with Hawa's story. Tell us about one of your amazing clients that you've gotten to work with.
So Hawa is such an inspiration. She's a busy mom. She's a health professional and a wife. Her social calendar is always full. And there was something that really sparked her attention and really set her forth to make some lifestyle changes. And she had an elevated A1C, which is a biomarker of prediabetes. And so she really wanted to take control of her health. So she reached out, and working together, we developed an eating strategy in which she successfully lost 40 pounds.
Yeah, look at that. She looks great.
Yeah, amazing. And reduced her A1C by 4 points, which is really significant.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, and what really worked for her was consistency, right? There were moments of, plateaus, but she kept working past everything. And it is always about behavioral change, which we're going to get into.
Yeah, well, let's dive into that right now, because you talked about, back to Emily's point, you need that plan, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the sports guy, I'll go with the sports analogy. I mean, you can try to win a game, but you got to have the plan along the way, right? So what is the game plan? What are the steps to making this consistency a reality?
Right, so you need a behavioral blueprint. So let's start with ABC. This is aligning your behavior to change.
Okay.
And the focus here, again, is on your behaviors, not your beliefs and expectations. So let me give you an example. One expectation you might put on yourself is to work out an hour a day, 7 days a week. Another belief that you might have is that you need to cut out carbs completely to lose weight. And those two things aren't always true for everyone. And they're difficult, right? They require significant lifestyle change. And so you really want to make your goals align with your current lifestyle, not the other way around.
I think that's important too, being honest with yourself. If you know that you are not going to have the motivation to get that workout in after the work day, how can you change it to be first thing in the morning? Like, get up and get it done so that it doesn't become a thing that doesn't get checked at the end of the day.
Absolutely. Your self-efficacy is huge. If you believe you can do it, you're more likely to commit to something. So in those two examples, maybe commit to 3 days a week of a workout and then bump it up to 4 or 5. And then with regards to the diet, maybe commit to more carbless dinners or more vegetables at night to swap out with the carbs. It's just smarter and it's more effective.
You got to explain this next one for me. Your next tip: less phone, more om.
Yeah, so, social media has its place. I am active on social media. I love looking at recipes. I follow authors I love and motivational speakers. But there is this culture of comparison on social media, which can get the best of us, right? It can impact your mental health, cause you to, feel like you're less than or inadequate if you can't achieve the goals of individuals you're following on social media. So it's really a good time to step back, stop scrolling, do something that's good for your health, engage in a workout, prepare a meal, do something that's good for you versus this doom scrolling that we can all get lost in.
Yeah, we've all done it without any doubt there. And I like your third tip here too: structure over restriction. What do you mean by that?
Right, so this is, structure is really like an invisible foundation. So you want to, again, this is a culmination of everything we've talked about, focusing on building structure versus restricting foods or food groups. So that really allows you to enjoy what you're doing. You have a game plan, even something as simple as having enough groceries for Monday through Thursday, so you're not scrambling at the end of the day. Take care of that and build structure in, because restriction can feel, like you're depriving yourself. And that is exactly what it is, right? And so you're just going to give up and lose sight of what you're actually working towards.
Yeah. So when you talk to clients, when you talk about working towards a goal, how long would you say it typically takes them to kind of start to see some change or to see that measurable progress? I think that's one of the hardest things is hanging in there, and getting over that initial hill.
Yeah, I think when you have a game plan, right, like the strategy, you're more likely to commit you have to develop a habit.
Yeah.
And don't give up if you haven't reached it within 3 weeks or 4 weeks. I mean, we're 14 days into the new year. I promise you, people have been tried 2 diets probably
Right.
by
Sure.
now.
Right.
You know what I mean? So don't give up. Give it 3 weeks to establish a habit. Once it's a habit, you can work on something else. Like once you've set a routine where you wake up 10 minutes earlier to make breakfast, you've got that in the bag. Work on something else next. So
Yeah.
it's just about growing and developing and learning about yourself.
Okay.
Change one small thing,
Yes.
make it a habit, and then build
Yeah.
on top of
Absolutely.
it. I like that.
That's the
Not
key.
too
Yeah.
late.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm feeling pepped up. I'm ready for 2025.
Yeah,
Rania,
good.
thanks.
I'm glad.
Always good to see you.
Always good to see you too.
And for more nutrition tips and recipes from Rania, be sure to follow her Instagram. She's at Rania Batina. You can also check out her book, The 111 Diet, on Amazon.